Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Good News Wednesday show. Tonight on GNW, we've got a fun-filled time for you, including our grand prize drawing. So you better stay tuned for that, as well as a bunch of other exciting things. Tonight, we're going to be talking about team players. Are you a team player? Are you on the Bad News Bears team or are you on the winning team? Stay tuned. Our next segment, Strategies for a Happy Life, has something in store for you. That's the big question of tonight's show. Are you a team player? Have you ever thought about it before? Are you tired of being on the Bad News Bears team? My husband and I talk about that a lot. And, everybody needs a team, whether it's at work or at home or in your club or organization, or, of course, a sports team. And you need a team where people can help change the me to we. Because what's a team if you have a bunch of individual players and they're all running around trying to take over or not paying attention? And I think of the cute little movie, The Bad News Bears, and how the kids, were out in left field picking daisies, and the coach was off having a beer, and everything was kind of rolling out of control until some things changed, and things can change. So what about an awareness of what you need to build a strong team? First of all, you need self-awareness. You need to know what your strengths are and how to best use them. If you're on a baseball team and you're the water boy and that's your strength, then you be the best water boy you can be. If you are a pinch hitter, you be the best pinch hitter. If you're the pitcher, you be the best pitcher. If you're the coach, then you've got a big job ahead of you, but you got to be the best coach. Also, in addition to self-awareness, you have to have some kind of passion for what you're doing, whether it's at work or at home. Going to a job where you aren't excited about what you're doing isn't going to help the rest of the team, is it? And, when a team gets together, they need each other. They depend on each other because each one has their role and each one has each other's back. So if you need help, then you feel you can call on a team member and you can become vulnerable. And, they have a passion for the job and you have a passion for the job. So you have that in common, right? And then what about discipline? Most people think that, you're successful just because you're lucky, right? No, it's hard work. And you get that by planning, organizing, and making sure that everything is done the way that needs to be done. You do your homework ahead of time if you're in school or in your job, or if you're out on the ball field, right? You got to do your homework. That's the only way. And then what about coachability? What about if someone critiques you? Yeah, sure, criticism is tough, but if you can listen with a half of an ear and put the other stuff aside, there's a good possibility that you'll learn something. The people around you will know that you want to be part of the team. And then Fifth, you will have confidence in yourself and what you're doing and how you play, what role you play in the team so that you can be a dependable team player. I don't know about you. I've played some sports. Many of the sports I played were, single person events, gymnastics and stuff like that. But, cheerleading, baseball, being on a relay team, you had to really depend on your teammates in order to survive and thrive. And that's what it's all about. Team stands for together, each achieves more, right? And there's a cute little song about that I found online. And when everybody does that, when everyone is together, then all of a sudden there's synergy and you are more than just the one person. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts, as my geometry teacher used to say, I think. So if you are on a team, and whether or not you're on a sports team or a team at work, or you have need of a team at home, which we're going to talk about later on, make sure you keep that in mind. Together, each achieves more, and you too can be a great team player. Okay, and now we get to celebrate a few things that you might be wondering about. That's right, folks. It's the birthday celebration time, and we celebrate people's birthdays because we think that's important to celebrate people, encourage them. And so every week when we know that it's someone's birthday, we mention their name on the show, serenade them with a personalized song, and email them a personalized birthday cake. Go figure that one out. So tonight we have some big celebrating to do. We have the following people celebrating birthdays this coming week. Chris Mattioli on September 29th, which is today. Mick James tomorrow, September 30th. Michael Riccio, October 1st. Debbie Josie, Michael Nails, and Hemant Shaw on October 2nd. Megan Dotson on October 3rd. And Lenore Taormina and Ken Jones on October 4th, and Monica Prozinski and Deborah Wagner on October 5th. So we want to wish them all a very, very happy, happy day. We heard it was your birthday. Hope it's a good one too. Happy birthday, now and the whole year through. And if you're having trouble with all those candles on your cake, just call us up, we'll help you blow them out. So you can take a break. You can take a break. Yes, we hope that you all who are celebrating birthdays enjoy your cake. And if you know someone who's got a birthday coming up, just email me at Karen@homesbydonovan.com, and I will be happy to announce their name or embarrass them on our show, which goes to a lot of people. So there. All right, now we've got something very important to talk about because I've been asked a question. The question is about teamwork. And of course, our real estate corner is about real estate. So, how do we put this together? Teamwork around the house. Have you ever tried to divide up the chores around your house? I know I have. And sometimes it's not a pretty sight. As you know, people disagree about how things are supposed to be done. People fold towels one way and other people fold towels another way, and people put things away one way, people clean one way. So, how do you avoid bad teamwork and being the bad news bears around the house? And how do you get to be successful as a team around your house? All right. So, not that I'm an expert on this, but I have learned a few things. Number one is make a list of all your tasks that you have to do on a weekly basis and make a chart. And then the second thing is if there are people that are really good at one task and they don't have an aversion to doing it, or they are the best at doing it, they should be nominated or allowed to accept that task as part of the things that they do on a weekly basis. Like, for example, if you're really good at, doing the dishes or whatever, then you should do that, and cooking goes to the other person, or maybe it's one and the same, who knows. Once you've kind of agreed on who's going to do the tasks, and if there's kids in your household or other people that they can join in on the tasks, that's good too, because that sets an example, and kids learn from the parents how to do things, and then when they grow up they do them. So setting aside the time, there has to be not only an assignment but also a day and a time to do them. At our house, we follow the Fly Lady. And I don't know if you've seen the Fly Lady before, but the Fly Lady's pretty cool. She has, different ways of doing housework to make it quick. She shines her sink and gets the dishes all out and stuff. And that's the premise for her videos. And they're really cool. If you haven't seen them before, look them up. But we take tasks each day and then try to do those things so that at the end of the week, we've got everything done. Now, how to avoid strife and controversy, because this is bound to turn up. If you see that someone isn't doing their job, don't play gotcha, just maybe give them a gentle reminder. If you see that someone did their job, maybe they didn't do it quite as well as you would have hoped, but give them a compliment. They did their job, and they've been a team player, right? And in the end, if you feel like you have to adjust some of the tasks or things like that, you can do that. But it's most important to make sure that everybody has their job, and then reminders and rewards go a long, long way. So that's how to go for teamwork in the chores department at your house. And this has been Real Estate Corner. And now, tonight we have a really important announcement to make, because we have the grand prize drawing for the Pay It Forward charity Fun Day Monday. So stay tuned and we'll find out the winner. So the first week of every month, well, since this was 5 weeks, we counted this as the first week. of the following month, we have what I love, because this is where all of our fun trivia comes into play. Every month, we have 4 winners each week that answer a trivia question. And those 4 winners then go into our handy dandy mixing bucket, and we pick one of those winners. So there's, about 16 winners a month, and that person chooses their favorite charity. And then, based on the number of people who played Fun Day Monday trivia for the month, we give a donation to their charity. Isn't that cool? That's called Pay It Forward Fun Day Monday. So we have, drum roll please, drawn the winner from all of the contestants for the month of September. And the winner who chose their charity is Maria Di Benedetto. Congratulations, Maria. And now I would like to share with you, I found a little bit of information on her charity, and I would like to share it with you.
Nearly 40 years after leaving the White House, Jimmy Carter's legacy is still building.
It is nearly 94 degrees outside. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm building habitat houses.
With his wife, Rosalind, President Carter has put in 34 years, helping make more than 4,000 homes in 14 countries.
I understand that you and Mrs. Carter renovated your home, the two of you. Did you use the skills of Habitat to do your...
Absolutely, yeah.
What did you do?
Well, we contracted with a carpenter, and he didn't show up when he said he would. So we just decided we'd just do it ourselves.
Now, any married couple that's been together for as long as you have, when they do a project together, I mean, is this smooth sailing with the two of you? How does it go, Mr. President?
No, not always. Not even on a habitat site. We've been married now, as you know, a little over 72 years, and so we've learned to accommodate one another and to iron out those differences.
Measure twice and cut once is good for carpentry and maybe for marriages.
It is.
We saw that precision up close when we joined the Carters at their latest Habitat for Humanity community near South Bend, Indiana.
There are 1,700 volunteers working here. What does that tell you about America?
It tells me that America has a great orientation toward helping people in need. It's very difficult for somebody who's well off to cross a barrier and get in touch with a very poor family who's in need and never has had a decent home. But Habitat provides that avenue very automatically.
In the process, inspiring others to come out swinging, like comedian David Letterman.
I should be thanking you for allowing me to help out and do this.
Well, thank you. Well, you've been working on Habitat for a long time, but I didn't know about it.
Yeah, we started right after Katrina, and found the experience, as you know, overwhelmingly gratifying.
Isn't that great? I saw that clip and I said, I had to play that clip because it not only shows the wonderful nature of Habitat for Humanity to help people find a home. And of course, that's near and dear to my heart. But it also illustrated the teamwork, not only of all of those workers there, but how President Jimmy Carter and his wife are a team, and they get together, and how they've survived all these years with the give and take. And even David Letterman gets in on the act. So congratulations, Maria, on winning for your charity. And we're going to be sending out a nice donation to Habitat for Humanity. Now, let's go to last week's trivia question, which was about team players. All right. Now, the question was, how many different types of teams in the U.S. are there that have a group of 5 players or more, okay, playing at any one time, right? How many types of sports in the United States are there? And the answers were A, 8, B, 15, C11 and D10. Now, here's what I came up with after thorough research on the internet. And if someone finds out that I'm incorrect, please let me know at Karen@homesbydonovan.com, and I'll be glad to change the answer and include other people in who might have made an error. But anyway, here's the teams that I came up with: football, baseball, basketball, handball, ice hockey, lacrosse, rowing. Did you know that rowing often has 8 people on the team? I didn't know that. Soccer, softball, volleyball, and water polo. And altogether, if you counted them as I named them, there are 11. So the answer was C11. So let us see who won. This week, and all these folks are going to be put in the grand prize drawing for October. We have Leo Davy. Congratulations, Leo. We have Carol Ivan. Congrats, Carol. We have Esther Sanfilippo and Shirley Nichols. So those are the 4 winners for this week who will get put in the grand prize drawing for October so they can pick their favorite charity. Cool, right? All right, now, last but not least, what you're waiting for. How does this contest work and how can I play? Well, the way that it works is each week we make up a question based on the topic that we're going to be covering the following week. And then you can answer the question one of 3 ways. You can answer it in the chat tonight if you are on Facebook Live. You can answer it in the comments if you are on YouTube. And you actually don't even have to be live. You can answer when you're watching it. If you're watching the rerun, cool, answer it. I will be checking all the sites and we will add your name to our handy dandy mixing bucket. Okay. Now, then the other way you can answer is by sending an email to Karen@homesbydonovan, DONOVAN.com, along with your name, your email, and your answer. Now, I got a couple of people that sent me their name and then they forgot to tell me their answer. All right. And then the third way is every Monday morning, we send a Monday morning wake-up call. And it's a blog, a little newsletter that we send. And if you'd like a copy of that, there is an official entry form in there that you can use to answer the trivia question. And the way that you get your copy of the Monday morning wake up blog newsletter is to send me an email requesting a free copy at Karen@homesbydonovan.com. Now, also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like our videos so that you'll get notified of new ones in the future. Because we've been going strong for over a year and a half now. We don't plan on quitting, and we're going to be playing more trivia and giving more tips for strategies for a happy life and real estate corner and all those goodies. So here's the question for next week. Are you ready? We're going to be talking about getting organized. You know, in that last segment, I was just starting to talk about cleaning and chores and stuff. So we're going to really delve into getting organized, especially with the fall coming up, right? Spring cleaning, fall cleaning, getting ready for the next season, right? So we're going to do that, and we're going to take the 14-day declutter challenge. How do you like that? So that'll be fun. So we're talking about getting organized, right? So here's a little bit of a stretch. Don't laugh. Promise you won't laugh. The question, the trivia question is, which is the best organized crime show that was on TV? All right. Which is the best? Which is the best? Or which do you think was voted the best organized crime show on TV? Was it A, Romanzo Criminale, B, Peaky Blinders, C, Boardwalk Empire, or D, The Sopranos? Okay, I'll read that one more time. Best organized crime show on TV. Romanzo Criminale, Peaky Blinders, C, Boardwalk Empire, and D, The Sopranos. Couple good organized crime families on there. All right, if you'd like to answer that question and play our trivia challenge, please do so in one of the 3 ways that I mentioned. And even if you don't win, your entry gets counted toward money that we give to charity. So it all works out for good. All right. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. I know I did, and I look forward to seeing you all next time. In the meantime, please stay safe and make it a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.
It's the Good News Wednesday show. Come on, kids, it's time to roll. Tell everybody that you know. Watch the Good News Wednesday